Welcome to another edition of VOYR AMA with the founders of VOYR. I'm your host, Enrique Barreto, which is the president of VOYR. And with me, I have our VP of Sales and Marketing, Rob Levy. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing great, Enrique. Thank
Awesome.
you. How you doing?
I'm doing
excited
great.
for tonight. We got big stuff.
I know, pretty big stuff that's going on. If you're watching, stay watching because we're about to release the link that is going to access the game where we're going to be giving prizes for those that are watching and understand who our creator for tonight is. But before we do anything like that, I just want to mention, just like everything that I mentioned, we VOYR conduct an AMA every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, 2300 UTC, and also on Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, 1400 UTC. And of course, you can find us on any social media you can imagine: youtube.voyr.me, twitch.voyr.me, discord.voyr.me. So with that said, from a VOYR's perspective, things continue to be on track. Here's the 2 dates that I am looking. Anything can change. Just like we always say, anything can change. We're radically transparent. But the way that things are looking is September 1st, voyr.me, followed by memories.voyr.me, which is our NFT marketplace, somewhere around the week of September 8th. This is still subject to change. Why is it subject to change, Rob? Because programming.
Things happen.
Could be a bug, could be issues, it could be whatever. I know that a lot of people understand that, but some people might not understand it, right? But if we do see that the dates slip, we will make sure that we are radically transparent and say what those slippages are. Now,
the good news is developers are working. We've seen it. There is something. It's coming. This isn't just like a vaporware high in the clouds. Like, it's there. There's tangible stuff there. So it's very exciting.
It's beautiful. I had the pleasure of working on it 2 nights ago with the developers. It looks beautiful. And specifically in mobile device, it looks fantastic. But with that said, Wednesday's AMAs are about the creator. Every creator that we've joined into our platform as an OG or original creator that is part of the VOYR family, we are spending and dedicating our time from a marketing perspective, from a promotional perspective, to make sure that we're highlighting and spotlighting those creators. Without further ado, we're going to bring creator number 1. Think about that. First creator that ever signed into VOYR. No one can remove that title from him. He is OG number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Tiago. How are you doing, sir?
Saludos, everybody.
Look at you. Man, where are you? I want to be there. I don't want to be here.
What? I just realized I can't tell you where I'm at because I think some of the questions might, I might be giving some answers.
Be careful.
I'm somewhere in the Caribbean. I'll leave it at that.
Well, you are somewhere in the Caribbean. That is a good thing to say for sure. Look, it's been a couple of weeks since you and I spent time together, and doing different things and whatnot. How are things progressing? What have you been up to? What are some of the things that you have been up to, my friend?
I've been getting ready to go to the moon with you guys.
I love that answer.
I've been doing my part. If I don't create, I'm not a creator. So I gotta spend a lot of time in the studio. I've just been dividing my time with family and work. And this is one of the times that it's family and work because I was here in a jungle almost drawing. I was spending my time in nature, just finding, some inspiration to take back to the studio. But and I've been missing you. I've been missing you, man. I know. But the more I miss you, that means that you've been busy, which means it's a good thing for everybody because good things are happening. So I miss you, but I understand.
It's been crazy.
You want us to work.
Yes.
Well,
you stay in the hammock. We'll do the work.
It's crazy because I've been in several meetings with Tiago, right? And I remember one of the early meetings that we had. We were talking with different creators and all that. And Tiago was sponsoring these meetings, right? And one of the things that Tiago would say was like, hey, you see this guy right here? This guy, you're seeing him now, but 2 years from now, you might not be seeing the guy. Like, he may not be around. So then, I'm like, and inside of me, I'm like, well, I mean, maybe, I don't know.
And
here we are. We've been between all of us, right? Rob, you've been talking to creators 4, 5, 6 times a day, different creators. I've been talking to creators. Like, it's super exciting that the mission that we had with VOYR of decentralizing a social exchange platform where the creator gets 100% of the profits, that vision, people love it. Creators love it. And that fuels my energy to continue to go on, for sure.
Yeah, when you talk about that, it's funny because we were together with a bunch of actually investors at some point, and then some creators at another point. And my point was, it would be amazing. It's a privilege for all of us to have this guy right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, a year, 2 years from now, he'll be almost unreachable in the sense that this went to the moon, and there's just so much that's going on for everybody, for everybody's success, that we might not be able to have him here, as easy as, that we can touch him and just, talk to him right now, So that was my point, and it started sooner than you thought.
That is good. Oh my God, I can hear the pleasant sounds of the cookie in the background.
That's one of the things I wanted to tell you. Maybe we don't have too much lighting soon, but we will listen to the cookie sound for the rest of the night. So
thank God we're recording this. I can replay it back. I want to give a couple of shout outs to people that are watching right now. For example, Nay Brazilian. Good evening, Rob and Thanos. That is not funny, Nay. I know that you're calling me Thanos because you like Mara. Not funny at all, but I love you anyway. Then we also have 11. Hello, guys. Hello to you. The one and only Francisco Vial, Chile. Que viva Chile. How are you doing, my friend? Obviously, Brian Solomon. Good evening. And Crazy Diamond. Good evening. All right. Well, listen, Rob, I think we can get this thing started. I do see Josephine Hernandez. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Great to see you. I think we can start this. Let's give it a couple of minutes. So what I want to do is, on all these AMAs with our creators or OG creators, we're going to give prizes. And we're going to give prizes and VOYR tokens. We're using this platform called Kahoot. Kahoot's what? And Rob, maybe you can talk a little bit about the platform, how it works, and the value, the reason why we're doing this.
Yeah, I'd love to. Kahoot brings presenters and audiences together in a virtual trivia game. That's really the point, to allow us to engage with our audience. We're going to ask questions. You can answer those questions in real time on your phone. And it's really just a really fun way to engage with our audience. And of course, provide a prize at the end. So that's the point of Kahoot.
That is exactly right. That is exactly right. So we're going to give, the trivia tonight is, do you really know Tiago? So the artist is here. We have some questions where, if you are a fan of the artist, or if you've done your research, you should be able to win some prizes. We have prizes for the first place, the second place, as well as the third place. I see 6 people are already connected. Here are the 6 people, as you guys see them here. The question is, do we wait for more or we start?
We could wait a little more, right? I mean, I don't know.
I think kind of like what Dave Sile said. Tell 5 to tell 5. If you bring your brother, bring your sister. If you have people around, if you want to win money and VOYR tokens, all you gotta do is send us, subscribe. There's a number on the screen, and that will get you into the show. So, Tiago, how do you, I'll say this. We'll wait until 7. We'll wait 2 minutes until 7:15.
Perfect.
Eastern.
Awesome.
Do you think that? How do you think this is gonna turn out? It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think it's gonna be fun. I saw the questions. We've been collaborating on them. I think it'll be fun.
it's so funny because you kind of like had the same questions that I came up with.
Uh-huh.
I mean, some of them were connected. Others I was just trying to have a little more fun with it. And have it not be such a serious thing. So I think got some pretty cool stuff happening. Uh, Also, one of the good things about this, the educating part, also about some influence and this that on my work. So I think that's a very good, and where I'm from, like I like the fact that we can bring just information about things that are around me. So that's beautiful. You know.
That's exactly
Already,
right. That's
already
exactly
four
right.
people connected. So you see, it
Yeah,
works.
I see. There's 8 people here. I mean,
Yeah,
I see Shayla Fontaine. Hello, friends, loving the real time cookies and grillos. Look at that. Yes, we do.
yeah,
All
that's
right.
right.
And then we do have some people that are driving. Yes, you do not want to play and drive, so can't join trivia. I'm driving, but enjoying meeting Tiago. All right, that's good. All right, I say we start.
All right,
All
all
right,
right.
here we go. By the way, I am drinking one of my favorite drinks right now,
You
which
know, I
is my
should, I should get another
well.
beer. How about this? How about this? We start after I get this other beer. I'm gonna walk
All
up the
right,
beer
so
really fast, really fast, really
no,
fast.
the man, the creator is saying we start when he has another beer. We're gonna do it. So,
No, dude. You have a Macallan. You have a Macallan in your hand. I gotta have something too. So I got
Some
a
people
little
driving, some
Boquerón
people
beer.
drinking, but as long as no one's doing it
people
together.
are joining. Come on, if you want free money in VOYR, all you gotta do is go to that link
Hey,
www.kahoot.
we got two more people when I got that. Hey, three more people when I got that beer.
Look at that. So maybe we get a 6-pack. Just go get the 6-pack and then come back. Or Rob, go get a beer.
Yeah.
All
Or a
right.
seltzer.
All right.
There you go. That's
Here-
good too.
Here's a countdown. Once I press this
Ahora
start
sí.
button right here, it's over. So we got 12. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let the game begin. Those
Let's do
players
it.
stay right there. Here we go. All right. So this is the Kahoot brought to you by VOYR Media, VOYR AMA Trivia figuring Tiago. 3,
Yes.
2, and 1. Here we go.
Rock and roll.
All right, ready? Question number 1. Let's see.
What's gonna be?
What is the U.S. city currently hosts over 7 murals painted by Tiago? You got 15 seconds. Maybe there's a preview on the picture. Maybe. Who knows?
This is good. I
4,
like this.
3, 2, and 1. It is it. So here's the answers, right? So a couple of people got the answer wrong, but we had 3 people in the audience that got Chicago. So Rob,
So two things here.
what can you ask to the
Right.
creative master about Chicago and this?
So in my description of Kahoot, I must say I was very I was broad at a high level elevator pitch. The point of Kahoot is you have to get it correctly, but also you have to get it quickly. So it's the quickest that actually wins over everybody else that got it correct. So speed does matter here. So I did want to throw that out there. And then my question to Tiago is, walk us through that. So like, what does Chicago mean to you? Why Chicago?
This is a really see, this is what I was talking about that is really interesting about this. So 20 years ago, I was invited by by a community in Chicago to work on one mural in this child development center, right? And with the community. So it was such a beautiful relationship that eventually they invited me again and again. But after Hurricane Maria devastated Puerto Rico, actually that community brought me to work with them for a whole year as a resident artist there. So me, my family, and my children, we were there for like a year, and we ended up working on around another 4 or 5 murals throughout that year. So I have a very tight relationship with Chicago, even though it's very cold. I don't like that. but I love Chicago and I love the people of Chicago, and very competent people and beautiful, and I have
That's
many friends
great.
there.
That's
Yes.
awesome. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Well, now let's see who is in the lead. This is like the horse races.
This is good.
So right
I
now
love it.
in the lead we have Dynamic Fox, followed by Golden Macau and Caring Iguana. Remember, the next question, as I press the next button on the top left corner of the screen, this is not only about answering the question, but you gotta answer it the quickest. Whoever answers the quickest gets the most amount of points, which means that you can maintain your lead to gain the prizes at the end. Here we go. Question number 2. Drum roll. Here we go. Question number 2 is
Did you skip number 3? Number 1?
no. Oh, the double point question. What is
Oh,
VOYR's slogan?
Uh-oh.
It got so easy. 13 seconds to answer. If you're watching, go ahead and answer quickly, quickly,
I
quickly.
want to answer that.
Look at that. What is VOYR's slogan? What is it? All right, 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and time out. Look at that. Oh my God, I have faith in humanity. People know our slogan, I think. It's all of the above. It pays, we always, when we created VOYR, part of the process of creating VOYR, as we were studying social media and different exchanges, we were thinking, okay, who's going to be our persona? Who's going to be our audience that is going to be in VOYR? And it's really, that's why we created that. It pays to see, it pays to be seen, and it pays to hold. It pays to see as the fan, it pays to be seen as the creator, and it pays to hold as the cryptocurrency investor that decides that he wants to invest on the utility token on VOYR. So once the platform launches, that creates utility on the token. It only means one thing, and this is no financial advice. That's all I'm going to
I
say.
have one thing to add.
Yeah.
Be you on VOYR.
Ooh, be you on VOYR.
So
I don't
this
know.
is all for from a financial perspective, but we want to empower creators to be themselves on VOYR. That's our goal. One of our goals.
All right, Mills, I see that you cannot join. I'm seeing this, can't join either. You have to be here at the time that the show starts. We started this 15 minutes after the show starts. Probably that's why you can join, because right now the show is closed for the people. But next Sunday, we're going to have another show. So you have a chance to be there. Just make sure that you're there 10 a.m. Eastern Standard on Sunday, which is going to be 2 o'clock, 11, 12, 1, 2, 2 o'clock UTC or 1400 UTC. All right, let's see who's maintained the lead. Let's see. Dynamic. Oh my God! Look at that. At least, so Dynamic Stocks is number 1, Diplomat Finch is number 2, Mountain Dragon number 3. All right, here we go. Question 3. We know that Tiago is from Puerto Rico, but what city in Puerto Rico would you find his studio? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Come on. 10 seconds left on the show. 11 answers already in.
Are we showing the answer in the picture?
No. Just that they have to select this, dude.
It's just the
Come on
picture.
now.
Got it.
Oh my God, dude. You want to give me a heart attack, bro? Come on, man.
I didn't know the picture was.
And this comes from the guy that says, hey, we should get Kahoot for our events.
I think it's genius.
All right. So the correct answer is called, in English, it'll be Bayamon. No. How will you say this in English, Rob? The blue one. Bayamon?
Bayamon?
Bayamon, which in Spanish will be Bayamon.
Yes.
Bayamon.
Bayamon. Yes. And look at that. Only 3 people got it correctly. So, Tiago, let me ask you this. What is your affinity? What is your connection with the town of Bayamon in Puerto Rico?
Listen, a year ago, I was awarded an artist residency for the next few years in the town of Bayamon. And my studio stands 50 meters away from where my mother was born and I was born.
Wow.
And on the same street where my grandmother grew up. So my affinity, after almost 50 years roaming around this earth, to come back, you know, to the same street where I was born. It's I'm not taking it lightly, and it's amazing. And my affinity, I think that says it all. Bayamon is my place, and it's the future. It's gonna be one of the top cities in all Latin America in the next 10 years, and you know, smart city in the Caribbean, and many things happening in Bayamon. And I'm just happy to be there. Very happy with the mayor there. That's been, you know, amazing to me and my family, and yeah, many beautiful things in Bayamon. So
I
come
gotta
and visit Bayamon.
Yeah, I gotta say, I've been to Bayamon. There was years that I haven't been to Bayamon, and it has is reborn, and I'm so excited that I get to when I get to go to Puerto Rico. Yes, I get to land in San Juan. It's funny how a lot of people picked up San Juan, right? Because everybody thinks San Juan, Puerto Rico, right? But really, Bayamon. There's so many towns in Puerto Rico, and Bayamon is very close to San Juan. But I personally love Bayamon myself. All right,
It's kind of interesting before we move on, because San Juan will be considered, like, if you think about New York City, like Manhattan, you know. And
mm-hmm.
then Bayamon is kind of like becoming like the Brooklyn or the
Like Brooklyn.
meatpacking center, you know, like that, you know, like Soho, or like in some, I don't know, just up and coming. You can feel it. You can feel the energy. So
I
it's a
agree.
beautiful thing.
I
Yeah.
agree. All right, let's see who is Dynamics Fox staying first. It looks like he is, so it looks good. It looks like this is the scores that we have right now, so we're good. On to the next question. Here we go. How many solo exhibitions has Tiago done throughout his career as a fine artist?
These questions are tough.
They're not tough. They are. If people are the true fans, which
Right.
people Google it, they're gonna find it.
That's true.
All right, 11 answers. Come on. We're almost 12 answers. Look at that. And the answer is 25.
25. That's awesome.
Hey, a few people got it right.
Yeah, a few people got it. So
Now, what? Yeah, go ahead.
No, please, you please.
I was going to ask, like, what determines whether you do a solo exhibition? What does this mean to you? What else, like, besides solo exhibitions, are you doing?
Right. So there's group shows. When you're in a group show, there's a lot of things that are taken off your shoulders, you know, because you collaborate, you know, and mainly you just bring the work. When it's a solo show, you're kind of like promoting it, producing it, you know. Sometimes you end up lighting your own work, you know. You're kind of like hoping that people, marketing wise, that people come, and at the end of the day, you know, I need to sell my work, you know. I mean, I've done shows where it's not about the sale of the work, it's more about the exposition, and it's more about the sharing and the collaboration with you know, the people, the curators, or the museum or whatever. But mainly a lot falls on, like, responsibility wise, falls on you. So, you know, just to mount up to that amount of shows at this point in time, you know, it's important, you know. And in the realm of arts, it is the years that go by and what you amount up to that really brings worth to your work. So, you know, to be able to do that many solo shows, I mean, I actually looked it up myself. I was like, wait, how many? You know, and I was surprised, you know. And time flies, and hopefully we can have 50 more, you know, or more, so before I die. So let's see what happens, you know.
I agree.
Good for you. When's the next one?
Yeah,
Right.
soon, hopefully.
Soon.
It's gonna
All
be
right.
actually,
All
I think, in
right.
October. In October, I'm gonna have something.
Can't wait to see. Can't wait to hear. I am a huge fan. You know how I feel about your art so far. I don't want to say how I feel because there might be some questions about how I feel about that. So I need to censor my
Be
mouth.
careful.
I need to be careful. All right. All right. From a Diplomat Finch has taken the lead with
Oh, look at that.
2,730 points. Dynamic Fox with 2,517, and Hero Cat approaching. I see the little arrow means that they're getting good at this. So here goes.
It's pretty close. Everybody's pretty
It's
close.
very close. It's
Yeah.
very close. So here we go. Question. What is the main reason for Tiago entering the NFT world? Clearly, my spelling was not very good today. What is the main reason for Tiago entering the NFT world? Go ahead and answer. All right, come on. Two more. We want more. One more. And the answer is perpetuity. You like how I did that? El símbolo, the symbol of the.
I love that. That's
No, I know the infinity, perpetuity. So
that's it. That's good. That's good.
So talk to us about this. What do you? So I guess what is obviously this is what drew you to VOYR, but tell us more. Like, what are you hoping for? What does this mean to you?
Well, when I've learned so much thanks to you guys, and Enrique has been, enlightening for us, and especially for me. And one of the things that I keep learning about is the fact. I mean, we've gone through nightmares. We've talked about the nightmares. I think we did some AMAs before where there was this nightmare stories about the usual gallery owner or the dealer or paintings that get lost along the way or get destroyed. I never get a sense, of your work, and then it's like just the fact that these pieces are going to be protected for perpetuity, for my children, for my grandchildren, that we're going to know where they are at. It's just the security behind that idea. I mean, it's so important to me, and also the fact that we can reach so many corners of the world at the same time, and that is also for perpetuity also, so it's so many things that fall into that category of that word specifically that is important to me, that it's a whole conversation to have, in that sense,
Right.
and so
all right,
that's great. Yep. And again, we're about the creator. We want to help you do that. So yeah, definitely align there.
So before I go to the next question and who's leading, I have a couple of comments. So Tiago, tú eres un grande Tiago. That's from one of the early buyers of VOYR and followers, Rafael Cruz. Thank you. As always, you know who you are. You're loved. You know that.
Thank you so much, man. You're grande. Tú eres grande también, papi. Adelante, okay? Vamos a trabajar juntos. Let's make this work together.
And then Keelan Jesse. That infinity sign was a clue. Thanks, Enrique. I'm trying my best. I wanted to make sure that I put pictures that are related to the clue. But here's the challenge, right? The pictures are dissolving. The more time you try to decipher, you're losing time, which means that you lose points. So you have to answer as quickly as possible. And yes, Mills, you've said this like 4 times. This is crazy. You better believe it's crazy. That's why next weekend we're gonna do another AMA. We tell everybody, we announce it on Instagram who's going to be. I think we might be able to answer today who's going to be next Sunday, but we just need to make sure that everybody got that. And then, of course, Rafael replied back saying, seguro, hermano, gracias. There you go.
Listen, right. By the way, before we go to the next question, I want to thank everybody who's answering who did not put fame because that means they know me. That's not what it's about. Art's never about that. And our pursuit is, at least mine, is never about that. All the other answers, I don't remember, but at least fame, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, bochorno ajeno, I was like, oh God. So thank you for nobody, putting that there.
And before we join, we do have the presidential antagonist on Facebook saying, hola. That will be Mara Rivera.
Oh, mira, Mara, saludo.
Saludos. So she's somewhere in New York. All right, here we go. And let's see what are the standings right now. Diplomat stills up. Mountain Dragon came up. Look at that. 25-31. And then close to a third. Well, in a third is Dynamic Fox, but I can see the battle between Dynamic and Mountain. All right. Next question. Here we go. Ooh, what's it going to be? What is the name of the series Tiago is currently working on in 2021?
Yeah. Oh, me gusta
Can I answer? Come on.
Is this the piece? Are these clues?
No.
This is not the piece. This is not the piece.
I'm going to say that every time now because I know it's not
the piece. All right. 3, 2, 1, and done.
Oh
my God. Look at this. A lot of people got it.
Yeah.
Distortion. Distortion.
And the other one was very tricky. This was very tricky with the A answer. The whole thing about glitch. It might and the image kind of was glitchy, but it's
Mhm.
distortion. Yes, yes,
So Tiago, every time I've been to your studio,
right.
I always tell you about two pieces that it's such a blessing for me to go to this your studio and me humbly telling you what I feel in my heart on the things that you paint. And I've always drawn myself to two paintings that are distorted, right? That I've always told you that I see chaos, I see different things. Like I know that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but what can you tell us about distortion?
Well, I think distortion encapsulates the moment that we're living. You know, we're bombarded by so much information through technology. Communication is, this fast. The lightest speed. Or faster. We have so much access to so much information that sometimes we lose the sense of reality. What's real, what's not.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people take advantage of that. And a lot of people are living in an unreal state of mind, and a lot of people are still trying to find out what's true, what's real, what's not. And just that excess of information, um, as good as it may be, it's also the devil in disguise. And I wanted to portray that whole idea of this excess through distortion, the distorted reality, what's real, what's not. And I think that's the moment, last century it was the Cubists. The whole fragmentation of society was interpreted on oil paintings through the Cubism. Nowadays, with the whole technological revolution, maybe this is the fourth or fifth industrial revolution through technology. I wanted to express what I think we're living, which is distortion. And that's it.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Well, let's see. Let's see how distorted this scoring look like when I click this next button.
Dun,
Oh
dun,
my
dun.
god!
Oh, look at that.
But then we have Karen Iguana is coming on second place, Golden Macau third place, and then Mountain Dragon went down. Wow! Look at this. This is getting interesting. All right,
It is.
next question. Here we go. All right, and it says up to three places. Dr. Goat is the highest climber. So, Dr. Goat, you get a shout out because sounds like you're coming from behind, but it could be too late. Let's see. Here we go. Question 8. This American painter said that Tiago has the gift of an incredible hand like that of an old master. Who would that be? Who would that be? All right, come on. You have 8 seconds, 5 seconds less.
Is this the painter?
No, it is not the dude. Really?
I'm just.
Damn, man.
Really?
I can't help myself.
Really? Oh my God. 10 people got it wrong, and 2 people got it right. Grace, start
Well,
again.
I was gonna say she looked really bad in that picture, man.
Well, I didn't want it, when it comes what a lot of these pictures are royalty free because we do make sure that we properly follow rules, right? So I didn't want to take a picture of Grace and put it in, but I said, you know what? Let me just put this. I don't know. But
I have one with her. Me with her. I could have sent that,
well,
man. Whatever. It's all
well,
good
listen,
though.
we can do this show again. We can do,
No,
we can
no.
do it as many times as we win. I just need to switch the questions.
It's all good, bro. But yeah, Grace. I mean, Jackson Pollock and her were very good friends, but it was Grace Hardigan, and I think she was tougher than he was. In many senses, and he knew. But
Hmm.
they were very good friends. Same time period. Grace Hardigan was when there was the big abstract expressionist show. Uh, in at the MoMA in the 40s, there was 10 painters. Only one woman was invited. It was Grace, alongside Jackson Pollock and William de Kooning,
Hmm.
Franz Klein, and all these guys. And she was there representing, and she was my mentor. She was a friend. She was, she, she's with me now. I mean, she died uh, 2008, but she's here more than ever before, and I revisit all our conversations all the time, and I pay tribute to her anytime I can because she's very, very, very important to me.
Yeah,
And and I loved her, I loved her. I used to tell her, I'm 24, you're 76. I don't know, maybe, who knows, in another lifetime. And she'd laugh, but we were really good friends.
for more information about what's going on, let's just join Mara Rivera in La Calle of Brooklyn. How you doing, Mara?
I'm great. I've been out here in the 105 heat index, sweating with some friends,
All right, awesome, awesome. Well,
talking about VOYR.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you're missing a great show. Lot of good answers right now. Let's see who. See on this one, a lot of people probably got penalized because 10 of them got it wrong and 2 got them right. So let's see how the score looks like. Diplomat Finch still is looking good with
Well done.
3647. Hero Cat with 3290 and Carrying Iguana with 3130. All right. We're going for question 9 of 10. It's about to be over pretty soon. Oh my God. Here we go. 9 of 10. What is this famous painting that Tiago did that would be part of VOYR Memories NFT marketplace called? What is the name of the painting?
That's good.
All
That's a
right.
good one. I hope
Come
you got
on,
the
2
right
answers,
picture,
3
man.
answers. What is the name of this painting that will be featured on VOYR Memories NFT marketplace? 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2. Oh, mine. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And 7 people got it right. Oh my God. There is
Ooh.
great. People are watching the show. So it's great.
Ooh.
It's good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty interesting.
It is called Trust. So, Tiago, walk us through a little bit of. I mean, every time I mean, I've seen this picture in Rolling Stone magazine. I've
Yeah.
seen it obviously of the artist that is on the picture. His name is Draco Rosa. It was a cover of part of his album called Mad Love. I think it was in 2018. The album.
Yeah.
Um, what what was walk us through the inspiration that you got to build this painting?
Well, okay. Okay. So Drago is somebody that is very close to my heart, and when he invited me to do the cover of uh, of Mad Love Lux,
Mhm.
it's a remastering of an album he had released early 2000s, but now it's going to be a vinyl. It was very important for me, and I wanted to retribute to him the love he gave me in this invitation. And Enrique, because you've been to my studio, that when you see the painting in a picture but you see it real life,
Mhm.
there's a big difference. This
Huge.
is a huge painting. It's about 8 feet by 6 feet, and there's a lot of things happening with that brush stroke. There's a lot of drips. There's a lot of things that I was bringing back from Grace actually with the drip thing. But what my main inspiration for this piece, apart from the model, apart from Drago, was actually uh, Albert Durer's self-portrait, and I'll show you at some other point because the composition is a star composition that I created for this painting based on Albert Durer's, who's an amazing artist, from the classicals. Okay, Durer, and but there's a lot about Durer's self-portrait on this piece. I'll show you. I'll send you a picture after we do the AMA, so you can actually. I sent Drago my idea for composition in a text, and I like sketched on the painting of Durer's, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we can do this." and we're all into it. And but that was it. It was Durers, who was a visionary artist, and I think Drago's a visionary artist, and so it was just perfect match, just to get it all together
That's
in this
fantastic.
portrait.
And I agree with you. When I went to your studio for the first time and I saw it, it's such a massive painting that it almost gives you the goosebumps because I mean, seeing it in one place is one thing, right? But once you see it, it's like, um, it's amazing to me. To me, it's amazing.
There's something because it's very empowering, but at the same time, there's this nobility in that I feel that came through on his the way he's looking at you,
Mhm.
and you really get to see like when it's real life, you really get to experience that. And I think you actually mentioned something about that, like when we're in my studio, and I wanted to reiterate it because I believe you're right. There's this thing about the way he's looking back at you that's very noble, and so anyway, there you
That's
go.
exactly right. Well, I can tell you that before I go to the last question of the night for the contest and we announce who the winners are, which is first place, second place, and third place, I do want to say that we do have some viewers, such as, for example, we have Hola Tiago from Dave South. He is actually watching from a different. He's watching from a different brand that we have, which is Token and Tacos. As you know,
Awesome.
VOYR Me is a brand of VOYR Media Group, which is a company that we operate. So glad to see that he is in the housey. All right.
Listen, Enrique, before we go to the next question, which I think might be the last, I wanted to tell everybody who's here that we're gonna be working on a special NFT art about that painting, and we're gonna do a twist to it that I think people are really gonna enjoy. And we're gonna do a series that I think will be amazing for you guys to reach out and get it because it's not gonna happen again. We're just gonna do it for this one time about this specific piece, and it would be great to have your support, guys. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm thinking, might as well just tell everybody a little secret, that we're gonna be working with this piece.
I
So
agree.
there.
Hey, listen. You said that the reason you're doing NFTs is because of the perpetuity,
That's
the
right.
NFT, the blockchain, right? Once I see the series, hey, it's open. It's a free market. I'll buy the darn thing. I love this thing, and I love that. That's how. So people may be fighting with me, whether it's a bidding, whether it's whatever we develop, but it's gonna be a lot of fun for sure. So I'm glad to see. All right,
Awesome.
let's see who is. And Mills is saying something cool. Here we go. By the way, your paintings are beautiful. Yes, they are.
Yeah,
I appreciate
I
that.
agree with
I
that.
really appreciate that. You guys are
I
beautiful.
can't. I can't imagine that piece 8 feet tall. Like I feel what you're saying. Like it's the whole different dimension. So that's cool.
It's exactly. I know you're You're a musician, so it's exactly
Yeah,
like listening to the record opposed to being there
a
live.
live show. Yeah, I
Seeing
feel
things.
you. Good analogy.
That is a very good analogy. All right, let's see how the standings are right now.
Oh.
Matt Finch, 45.98 on first place. Hero Cat, 41.17. And Mountain Dragon, 32.34. Followed by Karen Iguala and Funny Shark. All right. This is, ladies and gentlemen that are listening, this is the last question. Here's the tip that I'm going to give you if you want to gang up on against number one. You gotta answer the question quickly. Don't wait for the picture. If you know it, if you have to wait for the picture, it is what it is. If you want a shot at making the highest amount of point, you gotta answer the question quickly. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. 10 out of 10. In what state of the United States did Tiago achieve his master's in fine arts? All right, one answer, two answers, three, four. I recognize that flag. I recognize that flag. I recognize it. All right, 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1. The state is Maryland. Maryland. Man, look at that. It's kind of an even spread. One said North Dakota. Actually, I picked North Dakota because I know that you don't like the cold weather. So I said, I need to send them as high as I can. So
Oh,
so
this is interesting. I think that there could be a change in the lead. There could be. I don't
there
know.
could be I mean, only two people got it right. So what was it about Maryland that drove you
Oh,
to? I mean, was it more than just the school, or was there something that you were in Maryland that it was specific, right?
okay. Listen. So I don't. It's hard for me to talk about this because I sound like I'm bragging. So I'm gonna brag a little, but I don't want it to sound like that. Okay. When I applied for my master's degree, I applied to 5 different schools. I applied for Savannah College of Art and Design, which is a very good school. I applied for Yale, which was top, master's degree. I applied for Art Institute of Chicago, which was one of the top also. I applied for Memphis College of Art. I was thinking, I'm not gonna get, into any of these other schools. So this is my fallback, Memphis. And then I applied to the Maryland Institute College of Art because that was the main program. That was where Grace Hardigan was directing. That's where I met her, and the program revolved around her idea of what she lived in New York City in the 40s and 50s with these guys, with the abstract expressionists. So it was very much studio oriented, and it was an amazing program, very well respected. Uh, 4 of the 5 schools that I applied to were top 4 in the
Mhm.
United States at that point. Now I got accepted into all of them. Can you believe this? Actually,
Wow.
Yale, Art Institute of Chicago, all of them accepted me, but they didn't give me a scholarship. The only school that gave me a scholarship was the Maryland Institute College of Art, and I went to the Hofburger School of Painting under Grace Hardigan, and it just had to be like that because if I would have gotten a scholarship from any other and I would have been confused and gone there, it would have never been the same. I think Grace, was very important. Very important in my life, and so I'm just glad, and that's the reason why I went to Baltimore at Maryland, and my first solo show actually was at Grimaldi Art Gallery, which is the best gallery in Baltimore, with Constantine Grimaldi, Greek guy, great guy, and it was the first painting I sold right there in Maryland.
That is
It-
awesome. That is awesome.
Great.
Thanks for. I mean, it's good to have options, right? But dude, when you do work like you do, I mean, it's like I'm humble. Like I'm humbling, man. It's like every time I see it is amazing.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Well,
Well, there.
listen, who
Mhm.
won? Who
Well,
Who
won?
won?
before I show who won,
Uh huh.
let me show the battle that is going on the chat sessions. Remember, we're being watched on our Facebook page. We're being watched on Twitter. We're being watched on YouTube. So there's a lot of people that are watching. But let me show you some of the stuff that is going on. Like, for example, Nay
Oh,
is saying, hey, I think you still be the first. So I think Nay is combating with somebody else because he's saying, I missed the last question. If not, I should have topped you. Like, so he's like saying, because of the last question, he couldn't do it. I love the passion of our audience, our VOYR fans, and particularly the VOYR rainmakers. You know who you are. I love you always. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, to the podium. Third place, Mountain Dragon. Second place, Hero Cat. And the first place is Diplomat Finch. Look at that.
nice.
Congratulations. And then you have runner-ups, which is Perry, and there was somebody else that was there that I missed it. But I hope that you guys enjoy this thing. If you join into the game should have required you to put your email address. I'm gonna have your email address. The first prize is going to be $50 in VOYR Me tokens. The second prize is going to be $30 in VOYR Me tokens, and the third prize is going to be $20 on VOYR Me tokens. So now that I have who they are, I have your email addresses. We will contact you. We'll ask for your wallet address, and we will send you those winnings for sure. So, was that fun? What do you think? You like
That
it?
was awesome.
That was fun.
That was awesome. I loved it. That's
Now
like
we have to do. We need
memory
to do a second part or something like that.
Listen, by the way, I mean, like I just told you, this was like a trip down memory lane for many, many of the questions. So it was beautiful, and but I am inspired by you. I wanted to tell you that I'm leaving this until lunchtime.
Oh, I was going
Oh,
to ask you. Like Brandon is doing
oh.
it, so you're actually growing it until we launch VOYR.
Listen, not only that, but I am balding over here, but I'm growing hair out here too until lunchtime,
Unfortunately, that's
which
not
is
going to happen for
crazy.
me at all. We are getting great kudos from our fans. Obviously, Nay, I love you, brother. Thank you so much. Hope you liked it. Obviously, 11-11. Congratulations. Mills, next weekend, I want to see you on the show. I believe in you. We're going to say next weekend who the spotlight artist is going to be. That way, everybody can have enough time to prepare and research. And then, obviously, always saying congratulations. So, team, I mean, parting thoughts. I think this is no, I don't think this is the end of our show for tonight. Rob, what do you have to say as parting thoughts?
I thought it was a great show. Tiago, thank you so much for doing this. I had a blast. I think that this is the beginning of a big wave, and I really appreciate you being the foundation of these creators, because going forward, we're going to have more creators coming on. We want to introduce them, but you're the anchor. You're the first one, so thank you very much. We look forward to success.
Man, thank you, man. You guys have been amazing. I mean, I don't have many words other than thank you, thank you, thank you, Rob. Sincerely, and let's build it together. We're doing
Yeah,
it. We're doing it. You guys are doing great, and you can count on me till the end. Okay.
That is
awesome.
awesome. Tiago, thank you so much. And before I close in, I want to remind the audience of our broadcast. Our live AMAs are every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 2300 UTC, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, 1400 UTC. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Discord, Twitch. But if you want to watch the show, go to youtube.voyer.me as well as twitch.voyer.me and discord.voyer.me. So on behalf of the entire gang, including the one and only OG, creator number one, Richard Tiago Santiago, thank you so much for having us tonight, and we'll see you on Sunday.